Okay, so we'll begin with our greetings. So, Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. And apologies for the last 2 weeks for our absence, but circumstances were such. So I thought maybe today um, we look at worldview, and we look at where we are now. All right. So, for example, what do you mean by worldview? You mean the way you look at the world and what you believe it to be and what you believe yourself to be, right? So, my belief is I am X, Y, and Z, and the world is this, that, and the other. And my belief is, for argument's sake, Santa Claus exists. My belief is there's a heaven. My belief is there's a hell. My belief is there's reincarnation. My belief, whatever, whatever, whatever. Now, when we have belief and we don't know it to be true, when the truth comes out, the belief gets rattled, we feel a lot of distress. That's where we are now. That's where we are now. Everything you have believed, everything you've believed about yourself, everything you've believed about God, everything you've believed about religion, everything you've believed about human beings, all of this is changing. All of this is changing. I ask you the question. So now, as we said maybe 2 years ago, that more and more people will wake up to the idea that there is more to just humans on the earth, that there are other things. There may be other planets with life on it. There may be other extraterrestrials, whatever you want to call them, right? But what does that do when you believe you're the only life in the entire universe? What does that do when you find that your parents or your religion or your science has told you that you're the only people here? No other life exists. And all this other life comes from all over the place and says, hello, I come from somewhere else. What happens to your belief system? It crashes. That's where we are now, where religion will be replaced by the search of the truth, not search for God. That's where we are. We don't need God, we need truth. Because chasing God has created the nightmare we're in now for everyone. Someone's made money their God, someone's made a McDonald's their God, someone's made, some blokes up their God, or whatever it is. Everyone's chasing it, and through that, we've forgotten what it means to be human. This life ain't going to last. You understand? No, nothing lasts. The moment you took your first breath, countdown began. The question is, what have you done? What have you got that you think is going to aid you in your transition between life and death? Which bit? Your money? How many times you've read your holy book? How many times you've fed your cat? What will help? The spiritually ignorant people, ignorant, like you become educated in maths, you become educated in different things. And if you look today, your education comes from TikTok, education comes from YouTube, education comes from those who don't know what they're talking about. So, where's your wisdom? How do you know what your life is about? Who tells you that? Do you think it's an accident you've just happened to be? Because that's the worldview they tell you. Life is an accident. Is that logical? No. How come life doesn't just pop up here? Do you understand? All these ideas that we just take for granted because we're just fed the same bullshit over and over again. Whether it's religion, whether it's science, whether it's this, whether it's that, no one wants you to know what you are. No one. Because the moment you discover what you are, all of that stuff becomes just redundant. You don't need it. Never have done, never will do. You're not paying anyone for your breath, are you? You're not going to go, oh, tomorrow morning I've earned 20 quid so I can buy 2 days' breath. Or your heartbeat. Everything operates by itself. Self-sustaining. Call it kudrat, call it what you want to call it. Give it whatever name. It looks after itself. And we have to recognize that we too are part of that system. We don't need others to look after you. You just need to find your truth. And to find your truth, you need to go beyond all this mental nonsense that we all carry. If I asked you the question, who are you? And how can you know who you are? You certainly ain't your name. When you go deep down within yourself, are you male or female? Is there an age there? So then who are you? What are you? And the world will tell you you're a sinner. Do you understand? They enforce an idea in you and you just live by it. Accept it because the person who's told you is authority. And you believe that authority. So we are now getting to the point where we are starting to see with our own eyes everything that was in authority was a lie. Your government's been liars. Your medical's been liars. Your health systems have been liars. The education system, the whole thing is corrupt. And the question is, well, all right, maybe I just live with it. What difference does it make to me? Oh, it makes a big difference to you. Because you see, we don't understand. It's not where you're going to die and where you're going to go and all that kind of nonsense. The first question is, where the hell did you come from? And why do you have the family that you have? Why aren't you in Palestine? Why are you here? Why are you able to get up and go and get some food? What made you so special? What makes your pain less or more than those who are having those atrocities in Gaza? If humanity really cared, wouldn't we do something? Wouldn't we just say, hold on a second, this is just ridiculous. Can't we just blowing up people? For what? And it doesn't matter where it is. Who wants to go and kill other people? Just ask yourself the question. Wouldn't you just like to get on with your life? No one wants conflict. Conflict always comes from outside. Always. And whatever you're attached to create the conflict, I have to threaten it. If you're attached to your religion, I have to create a problem with it. If you can't eat cow, I will make sure there's something to do with that. So it offends you. And because you're attached to it, you get offended. If someone calls your mother, your father, your friend something unkind, you get offended. Once you get offended, the game begins. And then you just create offense on either side. This desecrates that, this desecrates that. It's not enough to kill soldiers. Let's go and kill children. Just offend more. Offend more. So you create this conflict. Because the conflict always feeds the ones who are creating it. So we are coming to that point now. How do we get on with it? First, we begin to see what is going on and decide, am I part of this or not? Am I part of this or not? And if I'm not part of this, then you need to turn your back to it. You don't need to fight it. You don't need to oppress it, you need to turn your back because it's energetic. Unless you walk away, you're still trapped. This ain't part of my life. I'm not living like this. I don't support this nonsense. Not me. Call me what you want, but it's that authority. And this is where we're coming. We're coming to recognize the lies for what it is, which is creating the anxiety in us, because we now don't know what the hell's real. So what are you going to hold on to? Yourself. Yourself. That's the only thing that's left. And every time you go inside, you go there 100 times, at least 50 times you will find peace. At least 50 times you will find that there is some stillness, some silence. That's who you are. That's what you are. That's where you've got to go to. Over and over again. Over and over again. So you can navigate the nonsense. And remember, after winter comes spring. Let the leaves fall down. Let the things that need to dry up, dry. Not your responsibility. Your and my responsibility is me. It's not about being selfish. It's about saying, I have this finite life where I'm going to invest my time. And every single moment is an opportunity to do something of value. Something that gives you a sense of meaning. Water a plant, smile at someone, listen to someone's pain, sit with someone. Doesn't all have to be about money. Doesn't all have to be what's in it for me. Just give yourself to another and see what comes out. And for all you know, that may be the one thing that helps us. The act of kindness, not for a reward, not for an output, but because that's what you're capable of doing. So you ask me, how do we cope with this? We cope in two ways. One, let the nonsense take care of itself. Two, disengage from it. Don't watch the TV. I'm telling you, just do not watch the news. If you want to make sure that your head is right, do not watch any of this nonsense. Because it's created to create a story in you. Yeah, it's created certain words. Think about it. You use one word to describe one group. So, anyone coming into this country is an immigrant. But any person from this country goes and lives in another is an expat. See the difference? Who named the Aborigines the Aboriginal? Do you understand? The whole system, language, the whole thing is skewed in a way that it makes us blind to what's going on. So disengage with the nonsense. Disengage certainly with the mainstream nonsense. Right? That's just don't believe anything they tell you. Everything they tell you is not, it's the way they want you to think. It's not what's happening. It's the way they want you to think. So don't believe it. You may watch it, but don't believe it. And the third thing is find time for yourself. Because this is the only place you're going to find some solace. And find people who can talk about this, who are able to think a little bit outside what they are telling you to think. Now they're telling you you can't think you are a boy or a woman, a man or a woman. You have to think all of this other stuff. Yeah? Have to decide, am I part of this or not? And if you're not, turn your back on it. If you're part of it, then you find your strategies to deal with it. Yeah? Because the nonsense will keep going on. There's always idiots in this world. And the problem is they're in control. That's the only difficult now. And with media, they hit us with everything. Yeah. So meditation is crucial. Don't allow other things to create your worldview. This is happening here, and this is happening here, and this is happening here. No. You want to do your research, do your research. Don't believe all the nonsense. Yeah. And most importantly, take care of yourself. Because only you can look after yourself. Yeah. Okay, we'll do some meditation.
Yeah.
All right. So as usual, we always begin with changing our posture. And it's quite a deliberate act. And we make sure back is straight and upright. You will pull your shoulders back a little bit, so you will notice that they are open, your chest feels a bit open, and your shoulders are pulled back. And then bringing your focus to your eyes, you will notice that your eyes are in fact closed and your mouth is closed. Okay? As you draw your breath in, you're going to bring your focus to your body as best as you can. And you're going to notice what's going on with the body itself. So, to help you do this, if you imagine a hula hoop above your head, allow this hoop to go down. And as it goes down, it lights up your body for any pain, ache, tightness, itch. So just quick body scan from the top all the way to the bottom. And if you find anything, a pain, an ache, a tightness within your body, all you want to do is locate it. No commentary, no judgment. Locate it. On your next breath in, once again, bringing your focus to your body, and this time you're going to notice your posture. And you're going to notice if there's any discomfort in the body, if you need to change anything. And now you're going to ask or commit yourself. Intention. Your intention is to be present. Okay, just for a few moments to become present to yourself. What's going on with you? So, as you draw your breath in, bring your focus now to the seat you're on. And you will notice that whatever you're sitting on holds you. In fact, you can't be anywhere else. You're embedded in the present moment. You can't go forward, you can't go backwards. You can only be in the now. And the ground beneath you holds you. The space around you holds you. And the breath that you draw right now can only be drawn from the air that's in front of you. You will notice that the breath goes in and the breath comes out. Even the breath is not yours. And you can't escape this moment. And in this moment right now, every animal, every bird, every tree, every blade of grass, every star, every universe, every fish, every ocean, every cloud, every raindrop, all exist with you right now. Share with you this moment. Notice the sensations where your body makes contact with your seat. As you breathe in, you bring your focus up so you become aware of your hips. As you breathe out, allow your focus to go down your thighs to your knees. From your knees, you go down to your ankles. Notice your feet. And then lowering your focus to the soles of your feet. And you want to hold your focus there as best as you can. As best as you can. And then gently bringing your focus back to the seat you're on. Notice the ground, the seat holds you. You can afford to soften your body a bit. You're not going to go anywhere. Notice your back straight and upright. And then as you breathe in, you bring your focus from your lower back upwards towards your middle back. Again, just scanning the back for any sensations that are obvious. From your middle back, we move up towards your shoulder blades. Deliberate body scan. From your shoulder blades, you move up to your shoulders. See if you can soften your shoulders somewhat. Allow yourself to unburden. And then from your shoulders, you move down to your elbows. From your elbows, you move down to your wrists. And then notice the palms of your hands. And again, you want to hold your focus there for a little bit longer. Bringing your focus to your fingers. And then as you breathe in, allow your awareness to come towards your eyes. And you're going to notice the darkness, the back of your eyelids. Notice that even though your eyes are closed, you still have awareness of darkness. And this awareness can't be switched off. Recognize the awareness for what it is. That which never changes. Constantly aware. And then as you breathe out, you allow your eyes to soften. Next breath in, coming towards your mouth. Notice your lips, scanning the upper lip, scanning the lower lip. And then on your breath in, bring your focus within your mouth. And just notice the sensations within your mouth as best as you can. Sensations on the roof of your mouth, inside cheeks, scanning your tongue from the back all the way to the tip. Allow it to soften. Allow your jaw to soften. And then as you breathe out, you allow your face to soften. Next breath in, once again, becoming aware of your body as best as you can. And just take a note of what's going on with the body, the physical body at this moment. Any pain, any aches, any tightness, any itch. Bringing your focus now just beneath your nose. And on your next breath in, you're going to bring your focus to your inner space. Your thoughts and how you're feeling. So let's begin with the mental space. Do you feel alert or do you feel drowsy? Are you able to focus or are you distracted? And if you're distracted, what distracts you? And then bringing your focus to your chest. Begin to notice the movement of your chest in relation with your breath. Breath comes in, chest expands. And as the chest relaxes, the breath goes out, holding your focus at your chest. Stay with your chest. Notice it with the breath. And then gently moving your focus a bit deeper into yourself. As though you're right into the very center, your very heart. And while you hold your focus there, notice how you're actually feeling. Right this moment. Do you feel settled? Do you feel unsettled? Do you feel comfortable? Do you feel uncomfortable? Right this moment. Just now. Is this moment enough for you? And on your next breath out, opening your awareness to all the sounds around you. Just begin to listen. allowing any sound, any noise to come to you. You don't need to look for it. Listening. Gently bring your focus just beneath your nose and begin to watch your breath. Allow your breath to breathe by itself. Holding your focus as best as you can, watching your breath. If you find your focus has been distracted by a thought, a sound, a noise, notice the distraction, come back to your breath. Watching the in-breath move in, watching the out-breath move out. Notice your in-breath has a start and an end. Your out-breath has a start and an end. Stay with your breath, allowing the breath to breathe by itself. Now to move our focus a bit deeper, begin to follow your out-breath. And you want to notice when it finishes exactly. And as you follow your out-breath all the way till the end, allow your body to soften a little bit more, allowing your awareness to get deeper and deeper into this moment. Alert, yet relaxed. Stay with your breath, following your out breath all the way till the end. Notice how you're breathing now. How does the breath feel? Stay with your breath. Does your breath feel fast or does it feel slow? Does your breath have a sound? See if you can listen to the in breath as it comes in, out breath as it goes out. Stay with your breath. Listening to the in breath as it comes in, listening to the out breath as it goes out, as best as you can. On your next breath out, gently opening your awareness to the sounds once again, including the sound of your breath. Gently bring your focus just beneath your nose, sitting with your breath in silence. Taking a moment to notice your experience. If you feel peaceful, focus on the peace. Notice the absence of time, the presence of stillness. On your next breath out, you expand your awareness so you become aware of your whole body once again. Taking a moment how the body feels. Notice if there's any discomfort anywhere. Pain, ache, tightness, itch. Notice the seat still holds you in place. Sensations where your body makes contact. And once again, from those sensations, bring your focus up from your hips, moving down your thighs towards your knees. From your knees, scanning the back of your legs, scanning the front of your legs, moving towards your ankles. Notice your feet and notice the soles of your feet. Bringing your focus back to the seat you're on. Notice the back is still straight and upright. Shoulders, arms, hands comfortable. Eyes are still closed. Mouth is still closed. Face is still relaxed. Bringing your focus back to your breath. And now, as the breath comes in, you can sense your body. As the breath goes out, you can sense your body. Breathing in, you sense your body. Breathing out, you sense your body. sitting in silence, sitting with your breath, present to your body. When you hear the next bell, use this bell to draw some slow, deep breaths in, and in your own good time, gently open your eyes. Take your time.